right? And then we walk around, keep on walking around. And then we're gonna check our exclusion lights, nav lights. That's good.
Yeah.
We're walking to the back.
Nav light
Rotating
beacon.
These are good. Okay.
Still red light.
Lights are good. And then our pitot heat, right? Our pitot heat, we want to make sure that it's working. We're not going to encounter any ice today. We just want to make sure that it's getting warm. So go ahead, you can feel it.
Okay, I can
Can I check it?
feel the heat.
It's getting warm, that's good.
Okay.
So now you can go ahead and check that off. And
Okay.
then turn off the master.
Okay. Actually, it says lights and pitot heat off.
Yeah. The light, turn off all the lights. And then fuel company indicators. So those are in here. Right
Full-
tank,
it's
left
full?
tank. Yeah.
Okay.
But we always want to check it by ourselves too.
And then we should write down the number here.
We'll do it. We'll check with the dipstick because these
Okay.
aren't always accurate.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And then how to write down? How to read it?
So this should be 20 gallons, and this should also be indicating 20 gallons are full.
20 gallon for okay. Okay, and then master switch off. This is right.
Yep. Off. There you go.
And then baggage door check.
All right. So then you're gonna walk around. I'll go on your side.
Okay. 배기지 방석이 여기 하나 있다 주위. 여기 키친 타월도 있지.
So the baggage door,
Yeah.
we want to make sure it's closed.
Uh huh.
So right now we're just gonna make sure it's closed. Close it. That's good.
Close the button. And then roller coaster lock.
So you already did the.
Okay.
So when you're walking back to the wing, we're gonna make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. Make sure that there's no like dents.
All right.
There's no rivets missing. We want to make sure that it's in perfect condition, right?
All right.
If you see something, like let me know. Like if you see like let's say there was a chunk missing or was a dent, that would be something concern, right?
Okay.
And then it says tail tie down. We don't have one,
Okay.
right? It's not tied down right now.
Okay.
But it would tie down right here, just a rope, and you just untie it.
All right.
All right?
And then put the rope in airplane.
No, so it'll be like, you see those?
Yeah.
It's chained to the ground. So
Yeah.
you'd go from the ground and then chain it up right there, and then unchain it and just drop it on the floor.
This is the untied condition.
Yeah, this is untied.
Okay. And then control surface.
Right? So this is our elevator.
Yeah.
The horizontal stabilizer. Our elevator. We just want to make sure it moves up and down.
All right.
Right? Number 3. Okay?
Number 3.
Same thing with the rudders. And we're checking for these bolts right here. There's a bolt right there. We just want to make sure that's there.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. And then our rudder, right? It typically says no push, but we're checking again for these bolts. There's some right here. We just want to make sure they're there.
Okay.
You can see that. And then down here as well, we just want to make sure that there's another bolt right there.
Okay.
Make sure it's good.
2 bolts.
And there's one all the way at the top. Okay. And then same down here, we're looking for anything that could be wrong with it, right? There's nothing missing. The bolts are right there. You can see that there's hinges, right? There's a hinge right there, hinge right there, and another one right there. You just want to make sure that they're all good.
And then antennas.
Antennas are good.
Okay.
They're not like bent. They're not falling off.
Can I know the kind of antenna here?
I'm not too sure which one it's for, like if it's for which radio or nav it's for, but I'll ask the mechanics for you.
Okay, thanks.
That way we can know which one that is.
Okay. And then flap check. Right wing, flat check.
So this is our right wing, right?
Yeah.
As we're walking up, we don't just ignore this empennage, this part of the airplane, right?
Okay.
Still look for anything out of the ordinary, anything wrong with it. And then when you walk up here, look at your flaps. So that's where we're checking our flaps in our right wing.
Okay.
You guys come under here. Look, so we have an inspection panel right here. That's good. The screws are on. And our flaps, right? This hinge, we want to make sure that there's this bolt. And that's good.
Okay.
And then nothing wrong with the surface, right? You don't see any dents.
Yeah.
There's nothing missing. There's not like, this isn't off, right? It's not dangling. We're just looking for anything like that.
Okay.
And the other thing with the flaps, look at this actuator right here. We want to make sure it moves freely. Go ahead and wiggle it. See how it moves freely?
Yeah.
That's what we want. If it's like too tight, it won't move. And sometimes it just needs like WD-40. Sometimes it just needs to be lubricated. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
It's just not oily.
All right.
Right? There's not enough lubricant. Same thing with that one, right? Check for that.
Okay.
And then your aileron. This is our aileron right here.
Okay.
Same thing as our flaps and our elevator. We're checking for anything that's wrong with it. And we're checking for freedom of movement, right? Just say freedom of movement on there. You're going up, you're going down.
Okay.
Right? Watch your hand, like if you're inside the airplane, and if he's inside or you're inside and you're checking, because look right here, there's another actuator. Come on this side, John. There's another actuator right here. Have one hand like this and hold this and try to wiggle it and it should wiggle. Right? Because if you're inside and you turn the yoke and you don't see him and his hand's like this, it could just go.
Okay.
Right? So always have your hand right here.
All right.
okay.
And then straw tire, brake.
Right? Before we get to that, just walk around the edge. So we're gonna walk around this edge, make sure everything's good. There's no dents. We're walking around. And then the strut and tire, right? So we have a strut right here, another strut right there. We're checking for any bald spots on the tire, right? Like this is getting a little bit bald, but it's not showing any thread. So this is okay. If it was like flat, like super flat, we would ask the mechanic. If the tire like popped, like I just popped my car tire, we would call a mechanic.
Okay.
If you saw a puddle of like fluid right here, sometimes it's pink,
All right.
we would look for that, right? We're looking for the brakes, make sure it's not leaking anything.
What is puddle?
The brake fluid, sometimes it might leak.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that there's nothing leaking right here.
Okay. And then fuel country.
So here you go. You're gonna do one tank and he's gonna do the other tank.
Okay.
So go ahead and sump it right here. So come around and push it in.
Just 2 seconds, 1 second.
You want to fill it up like a quarter.
Okay, corner.
And we're making sure it's blue.
And checks the water.
Yeah, there's no water. The water would be separated, right? Because water sits at the bottom. Hey, Yvonne. What?
이게 물 없는 거고 이거 이물질이.
I'm so pissed with it.
그래, 벌레네. 근데 왜 괜찮다고 하는 거야?
아 그래?
Alright, so then you're gonna grab this handle, right foot, left foot, and then you can give your iPad to him.
But then
iPad 잡아줄래?
bugs on here, but it doesn't matter.
So it has a filter. So look, you notice how it has that little like, it looks like a leaf.
Leaf?
But that was already in there. So it has a filter, so it'll catch everything, right?
Okay.
Once a week or like once a month, just clean out the filter.
Okay.
You can take off the cap and then just clean it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead.
Right hand, right.
And then watch your foot. You want to step right here.
Okay.
There you go. And then just twist the cap off. The tanks, are they full?
Oh, it's full?
Yeah, it's full. So you don't even need this. You would normally use this dipstick to check. So go ahead. All the way. There you go. Put your finger on it. See, 19 gallons. We're full.
All right.
Good. And then you can pour this back in there.
Back in there.
Yeah, the fuel that you just tested. Wait, John. Pour this inside. There you go. And then you can close it. Make sure it's closed securely. There you go. Good. And now you can give him back your iPad. Right, your right wing.
왜?
밑에 내.
아 그냥 가. 너 아이패드 놔주라고.
내가 하라고.